We're in this sort of like reclamation of rock and roll, Black artists coming back to their roots. We're the innovators of this genre. What are your thoughts on preserving this legacy and putting your own spin on it?
I think it's important to continue to blend genres and not erase our contributions. Like, we've contributed as Black people to so many different genres, whether that be country, rock. Like, when you see a Black person making rock music, it's like, oh, like they're trying to be like, she's trying to be like Paramore. It's like, no, like we've been doing this. We've been inside of every genre.
Plain and simple, the purpose of Reverb is to expand the reach of Black musicians in non-traditional, non-hip-hop and R&B spaces, to normalize Black people in those spaces, because we created all of American music, including rock and roll. And so we're trying to bring that back. We're trying to reclaim these spaces and make it normal for us to exist, and also demonstrate the talent and the artistry that's here.
Reverb, live recording, take one.
Living my life, I'm too busy living, living my life, I'm too busy living, living my life, doing my own thing, da 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 da, doing my own thing, da 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 da, doing my own thing, da 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 da, gotta keep my eyes on my way. Gotta keep my head on my face. Don't get caught up switching lanes. For once in my life, I'm trusting it, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I get stuck in comparison. Gotta tell myself I'm the only one on this ride. I'm too busy living my life. I'm too busy living my life. I'm too busy living my life, doing my own thing. Da 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 da, doing my own thing. Da 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 da, doing my own thing. Da 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 da, doing my own thing.
I want to know the origin story of you. Where'd you grow up? What made you want to get into music? Things like that.
I grew up in Indianapolis, Indiana. I grew up on the west side in Pike Township.
Okay.
My dad does music, so my room actually was a studio before I was born. And then when I was born, they had to move the studio into like our living room.
Wow.
So it's kind of always been there, and I've always had like guitars and pianos in my house, and I always dibbled and dabbled in music.
So I saw on social media you had wrote that you make music to help people get through life. That's an incredible mission. How did you reach that point of knowing that this is what you want to do with your own music?
Really how I started making music. I didn't release my first song until 2020 during the Black Lives Matter protest. I had always been a songwriter. I've always played the guitar and played the piano, and my dad wrote this song about standing for love, not hate during a very controversial time. And he was like, this needs to be put out. So I sung it, recorded it, played it at one of the largest protests in Indianapolis for racial justice. And then from there, I was on like NPR,
Wow.
the March on Washington in DC, going to LA to meet with different people to talk about this message. And then from there, just started releasing my own music with messages and substance, and like kind of like a quick life transition.
Wow. Wow.
I've been in my head, I've been at my party, I've been losing friends, and I'm not saying sorry. Here we go again, here we go again. I'm still losing friends,
We're in this sort of like reclamation of rock and roll. Black artists coming back to their roots. We're the innovators of this genre. You know, you think of people like Jimi Hendrix and Little Richard and Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Like, what are your thoughts on preserving this legacy and putting your own spin on it?
I think it's important to continue to blend genres and not erase our contributions. Like, we've contributed as Black people to so many different genres, whether that be country, rock, everything that other people have kind of taken over. So I think it's important that we continue to mix them, to make them present in modern day and not forget our roots. Like, when you see a Black person making rock music, it's like, oh, like they're trying to be like, she's trying to be like Paramore. It's like, no, like we've been doing this. We've been inside of every genre. So just continuing to put our own twist on it and making it modern day, remembering where it came from, remembering the roots. New intention, new feelings, new emotions to tap into.
Got it. Who are some artists that inspire you?
Yeah, Corinne Bailey Rae,
Okay.
Amy Winehouse, Norah Jones, Tracy Chapman. Lauryn Hill is probably like at the top of my list. Just her messaging and just singing and songwriting. Like some of her stripped down stuff is my favorite work. A lot of older artists, really. I like Natanya. She's like trending right now. She's like in London.
Oh, she has a song called Angel or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her on TikTok.
Time. She's pretty good. I like SZA. I like, who just dropped? Don Toliver. His new project is pretty good too, yeah.
On the topic of SZA, she shared MIA on her story, Instagram story?
Yeah.
What was that like?
I thought it was fake.
Thought it was a scam? Thought it was a fan page?
There's like bots and there's like all, because I'm just like, I was posting like every single day for probably a month, and people are always like, when you are consistent, like it'll come back, you know, like what you put into the universe will come back to you. And actually, like, the plug was randomly this guy named Derek Washington. He releases like, he's on the spectrum, and he releases like uplifting content and positivity, but he has like a lot of famous people that tap into his page and love his work. And I guess he was cool with SZA, and he's like, he sent it to like everybody. He was like, check this out. I don't know him. He just was like, I love her music. I love her vibe, her sound. And I guess SZA saw it and liked it and then put it on her page, which is crazy. But it's like similar to her sound of when she first started releasing music, like that alternative, like indie type of.
I was gonna definitely say that. I feel like your sound kind of encompasses like bedroom pop. I don't know if you would agree with that. But now with MIA, it's like more early 2000s, like alt rock. Kind of tell me about that transition of sound and trying something different with a single like that.
Yeah, I really just want to have fun, which sounds funny, like, but I want to make music. I think the world is so serious right now. I think you can make a message, be serious, and then have like a good beat, kind of like Bad Bunny. Like, I did not understand the halftime show, but like my brother's wife is Hispanic, and she's like telling me what they're talking about, and he's talking about like depression and then like real things, but it's like da, 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 and it's upbeat. So I think you can do that with music, is have a real message, but then also like make it fun, make it easy to play, like outside, in the club, in the car, for anybody. And that's kind of the era I'm going into, is just more upbeat, fun music.
Okay.